Okay, this one's about seven side jobs you can make extra money from home in 2017. Okay, side jobs to make extra income, to make side income, to make extra money online. Some of them are make money, you know, just from home. You know, little business ideas, side businesses, side jobs. Okay, these are things that you can do on the side, keeping your regular job, and earn extra money from home, earn extra money on the side. You didn't know? Well, here we go. Like and subscribe, share, leave a comment. Okay, one of them is writing. Okay, there's a lot of ways to make money writing online. You know, you can blog, you can write ebooks, you can make transcriptions, you can do translations. Okay, you can go on Fiverr, and you'll see that there's a lot of different things that you could sell as far as different ways and things to write. People want to write titles for their videos. People want to write titles for their book. People want a summary. People want, there's all types, there's millions of different things on Fiverr. And of course the name Fiverr indicates that each job is $5, but that's the start. There's also jobs that can go up to $100. You know, it depends. You know, your first job, let's say, is for $5 you'll write 100 words or 300 words, whatever it is. You know, but if the guy wants 1,000 words, then you're selling him more. Okay, and you know, there's also Upworks. Upworks is a little more competition, a little better competition, a little more professional than Fiverr. So and then you got those, so you can peddle your own self, your own wares, so to speak, you know, as far as being a writer, and try and hustle and make money. You know, writing is not a glamorous thing that people romanticize about being a writer. Everybody wants to write a novel and sit on the beach and sip Mai Tais and all that kind of crap. But the simple fact of it being a writer is not easy. You're writing about subjects that you may or may not even be interested in, and that's not something that's easy to do. So you know, if that's what you want to do and you think you know people have a talent for it, and you know, by all means you can definitely make money doing that. So you know, check out those two things. Problogger.com. You go onto the toolbar and click on jobs, and it'll list you all types of bids, you know, jobs that are out there for bids, and you know, for different, you know, articles, blog posts, and things like that. So, you know, I'm not sure exactly how it works because I haven't submitted anything, but you know, you can check that out. You know, I hear it all the time. Blogger.com. So, you know, give it a shot. And was that what it was? ProBlogger. Sorry, ProBlogger.com. So check that out. Another thing you can do with writing, like I said before, is transcriptions. And transcriptions, I've said before in other videos, Rev.com. Rev.com does this, does that, as long as translations. So transcriptions and translations. And another place that you can try is transcribeme.com. Another place to do transcriptions. Okay, so check out those two places for writing online. Okay, so now another thing you can do from work from home, from side jobs, and is what? User testing. Okay, so user testing, usertesting.com. That's what I wanted to say. User testing. So user testing is you sign up, and like they figure out what you like to do, what interests you have, and they send you stuff to test, and you write reviews on them and stuff like that. So you know, user testing, and you know, you're getting free samples of stuff to use. So you know, not only are you making money, but you're also getting free products. You know, who knows? And maybe you can even put those free products on eBay for sale after you're done with them. You know, who knows? I don't know. Maybe. So you know, check that out. And user testing is another way to make side job money, some side money on the side, some extra money. You know, sometimes you need some extra side money to get through a week. Sometimes you need some money to pay a bill at the end of the month, and you need some side money. And it's not a job where you're committed to. And these things pay off. These things are good to know. And you know, in a pinch when you need to make some extra cash. Are you a graphic designer? Are you a designer? Do you do stuff with the computer, graphic designs? You know, if you're that kind of person where you could make a cover, an ebook cover, or some YouTube art, channel art, or something like that, you know, or you know, I don't really know all about graphic artists and graphic design, but you know, that kind of stuff, you can sell your skills on, like I said before, Fiverr. You can sell your skills on Fiverr and you know, do a book cover, or you know, and like I said before, the $5 you know, hook into Fiverr, you know, that's just the basic job. The basic job, you make that simple, basic, plain job, and then you have upgrades for $10, $20, $50, $100, and that's how you know, you hook them and you reel them in. All right, so you know, that's what you do with that. With graphic design, you can put your stuff on Fiverr. Again, like I said before, Upworks is more competition. If you're good at what you do, if you have a following, if you already have a base, you know, you go to Upworks, and you can do it from Upworks. And there was something else. 99 Designs. 99designs.com is supposed to be very, very competitive for graphic designers. I think you bid for jobs, so you would actually do the job and submit it with a bunch of other people that would submit the jobs, and then the person who wants the job done would then choose, you know, who the best one was. So I mean, 99 Designs, you make the most because you can charge a lot for your design, but you're doing work not knowing if you're getting paid. But if you're good at what you do, you know, you're confident, and you know, it shouldn't be a problem for you. So graphic design, if that's something, you know, and that's again something you could do on the side. You pick up a job, you pick up a side job, you pick up, you know, and you just do it, a one-time deal, and you get paid one shot, you get paid, and that's it. So you know, those are the kind of things we're talking about here. You know, hit it and quit it. You know, so you just do it and get it done. So you know, let's see what the next one is. Okay, so now I'm going to get into the more traditional side job. What I did when I 20 years ago, 25 years ago, when I needed side money, I did side work. I started a painting business. You know, I painted apartments. I went to some real estate management offices, real estate management for apartment buildings. And you know, these apartment buildings, they have turnovers. People move out all the time. So if you know, you got a 150 unit apartment building, maybe 3 people move out a month on average, maybe 1 move out a month on average, depending on where you are and what the turnover rate and what size apartments, 1 bedrooms as opposed to 2 or 3 bedrooms. 1 bedroom apartments turn over because people outgrow them. So you go to them and you find out what they're paying to paint their apartments, and these are basic apartment painting, flat paint, flat ceilings, you know, basic trim, no fancy, you know, stuff, and you can bang these out pretty quickly. You find out what they're paying and you undercut it. You know, newsflash, you know, charge less, and you make and you'll get some jobs, and that's how you do it. And that's with a painting business. So you know, I was doing that for a while until I kind of lost my connection, but you know, and it was taking up a lot of time. I was doing a bunch of other stuff that was more lucrative. So, but you know, if painting is something you can share, you know, sell a skill, you know, and if you're not a great painter, maybe you've never painted before, maybe you only painted your own house, you know, believe me, it's the same thing. If you ever moved into an apartment and painted, it's the same thing, okay? You know, nothing fancy, flat paint, okay? Some of these jobs I got away with just washing the damn walls because, you know, they were just dirty. If someone's only in that apartment for a year, it doesn't need a full paint job. So you cut corners and you save time and you make more money. So you know, the painting business is very lucrative. It's something you can do, and it's all year round. You can do it. And if you get in with a couple of these apartment buildings, you know, and all you need is 1 a week. You know, it's a side business. So you're only, obviously you're not doing it 40 hours a week. You're only doing it 10, 20 hours a week. Right? So that's what you got to do. You could also start a handyman business. I had a handyman business, side jobs, handyman. All of these things run at the same time, you know, and you just pick up different jobs. Whatever job I pick up, that's the business I'm in that week. I'm a handyman this week. I was a painter last week. You know, that's the way it is. So, but handyman, I know what you're saying. I'm not handy. I don't know how to do that kind of stuff. You know, you don't have to be handy to be a handyman. That's funny, right? But a lot of my jobs were hanging pictures, putting furniture together. You know, IKEA furniture. You know, any kind of furniture that you buy today has to be put together. You can't. There's no such thing as something that's just already, you know, made that you buy. So, you know, elderly people, single mothers, single women, some guys don't know what they're doing and need help putting these things together. And these instructions on these things are pretty complicated. And the thing with these little plastic parts is if you put something together wrong, it's broken. You know, you have to order another part and get, you know, call the 800 number and have to mail you out another part. So a lot of people, after they do that once or twice, they would rather have someone else do it for them. So, you know, you put an ad on Craigslist, you know, for little services, no job too small. You know, some people spring clean and they need someone to help take down their curtains, stuff like that. Okay, flip their mattresses. Okay, these are all things that you can do. In your mind, when you think handyman, you're thinking clogged toilets, you know, clogged drains, painting, you know, fixing a door, you know, changing a lock, you know, whatever, you know, you know, a hole in the wall, you know, that kind of stuff, a broken switch, the lights fixture don't work, you know, those things. I mean, I do those too, but if you're not a handy person, you don't have to lock yourself into, you know, you could be rent-a-husband, you know, rent-a-husband. It could be we got a guy over here, Honeydew Man. He's got the honeydew list, you know, you've heard of honeydew list, honeydew this, honeydew that. So he's the honeydew man, and he does, you know, that's his gimmick. So you can do stuff like that, you know, rent-a-husband, you know, women, a lot of men today are working 60, 80 hours a week, and it's not the fact that they're not handy, they don't have time to do stuff, or if somebody that's making $80 an hour as a lawyer, okay, doesn't want to spend an hour doing some menial job, okay, because to him that's $80. To you it's $20, you know, to him it's $80 that hour. So, you know, when you put it in perspective like that, he'd rather pay you $20 than lose the $80 for his hour, you know, so that's the way it is. So, you know, handyman could be very lucrative. You know, I think I've mentioned it in another video. Like, what I did was the senior centers, you know, senior centers, bingo halls, these type of places that, you know, you can go to and put up little signs or just hang around or get yourself involved, volunteer at the bingo hall or something, and get to know some of the people, involved that are in charge, and network yourself and put yourself out there as somebody who's, you know, get yourself some business cards and leave them out on the tables. These people will definitely call you. You know, they definitely will call you. So, okay, something else that you could do, and then I've seen people do, is home or office cleaning. You know, a lot of people start their own cleaning businesses. You know, office businesses are easy. You know, you can do it at night, cleaning offices, and you get a couple of offices, and you know, you vacuum, you empty the garbage, you mop the floors, you clean the bathrooms, and you're out of there. You know, and you get a couple of clients, and you do that, and you know, or you know, you could also do homes. You know, a little bit more. People like don't trust people to be in their homes, so they're not going to take a fly-by-night, you know, somebody just, you know, out cleaning homes. They want someone they can trust. Offices is a little bit more easy to get into. I mean, you can get into homes, and especially if you know people and who know people, and you might be able to get involved that way. So, you know, but it's something that you can do. You can trade your time for money. You can turn around and you know, network yourself, put a couple of ads out there, find out, you know, and once you get one client, you can use that as leverage at other clients. Say, okay, you go to the next job when you're trying to sell yourself, say, well, I do this and this for such and such, you know, maybe even give them a call and get a recommendation on what kind of job I do. You know, and once you get one, then you get two, and you do the same thing. You ask them, you know, I'll give you 10% off if I can use you as a review. You know, can I, as a recommendation, can I have somebody call you and let you know what kind of job? And you do stuff like that, and then you grow your business, okay? So office cleaning is something you can definitely take care of and do. Not a lot of equipment, okay? You know, basic stuff. You don't have to go crazy with a lot of equipment. So that is another thing. Listen, when you want to make side money, any idea, you got to freaking grab it. You got to go with it. You got to hustle, okay? You're going today to look for a client for your home office cleaning business. You're not making any money, okay? Because you're only looking. You're out there beating the pavement, pounding the pavement, okay? You have to invest time before you make any money, all right? That's what you got to do, and you got to get that through your head. There's plenty of back work, stuff, you know, that people don't see that you got to take care of. You know, it's just. You just don't wake up one day and start making money in a business. It doesn't happen like that, okay? All right? So there you go. Okay, so another one is food delivery. This one I like. This one is pretty cool. What you do is, it started, first time I heard about it, it was college kids that went around to local restaurants and got permission to use their menus, and even worked out a deal, you know, 10% off. You know, they're going to bring them volume. What they're going to do is, you're going to call them up. They put out a bunch of flyers with the restaurants listed on them, which restaurants are involved, and you know, you pick up, people call you, they order the food from, let's say, McDonald's. I'm just saying McDonald's, could be any kind of 3-5-star restaurant, okay? And they order from you. You call the restaurant and order, pick up the food and deliver it to the customer, okay? The customer pays you delivery fee, probably a tip, and you're getting 10% off of the restaurant bill in the first place because you're bringing them bulk business, right? So you can make some money. So I saw a flyer the other day, and it was a picture of a fat guy, and it was, you know, fat guy food delivery or something, fat guy food fast or something silly like that. And you know, he was parlaying the fact that he was fat and that he was good at eating food into being able to deliver the food. The first thing I thought of was, the guy's going to pull over and eat my fucking food. But yeah, I thought that was funny. But you know, it's a good idea. If you can get a couple of restaurants together, you can start with just a couple, and then once you got a couple, then you can go to the other restaurants and say, see, it's working for them. I'm bringing them business, and this and that. You know, believe me, you know, having a takeout, and it's another thing, they have to have a takeout. So most of them don't have deliveries, but they'll have a takeout. So, you know, you're picking up the takeout and you're delivering it, and, you know, you just make sure that it's made right and everything is right. And you gotta take the order good, okay? And you could even get up into today's technology with text messaging and stuff like that. You know, use Facebook, do instant messenger. You know, message me your order. This way, it's all written down. You got it in writing. They can't say, hey, that's not what I ordered. You know, you gotta use your noggin. You gotta use your head and figure these things out. But you know, if you're a hustler, if you're someone who doesn't mind, you know, moving and shaking, there's money to be made out there. You just have to shake the tree. You have to figure out where the money's coming from and go out and get it. All right. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.